Answer me this.
Oh,
Kendrick or Jada?
Kendrick.
Hey,
You're out your noggin, boy. Nostalgia's a bitch.
Hey. On air.
We are on air. I started recording.
Well, he told you not to.
Nah, he said, hold on, start recording. This is live.
Hold on, don't start.
This is live. Nah, you know what? Now that you said it, nostalgia is crazy. It got you out your noggin right now. Name one verse. Give me one verse where Jada out-rapped Kendrick. Give me one. Let's match
I'm
them.
too young. I'm too young. I can't even name a Jada song.
Ha! See, the impact don't last. Clearly, the young generation don't even know about that boy.
Whoa, I'm not that young.
Clearly, you young enough.
Look,
But yeah.
I love Jada Kiss and all, but there's no way I could put him over Kendrick. Not one bit.
Kendrick, smoking on top fives. Lamar. Listen, you making faces, but you ain't said nothing yet because you know there's nothing to say. That's it right there.
I was gonna say I was waiting for a counter here.
People like you.
Pick people like what?
I think I'm talking to Karens right now.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Kendrick got more skill than this nigga. It's just really simple as that. That's a fact. That's a fact. You don't have to like it, but it's a fact. It's a fact, bro.
You don't think? You don't think?
It's a fact.
You don't think Jada? So I just have a question. You don't think that Jada stays in one lane? I'm asking.
He does, but okay, listen. What do you mean? All right, let's be specific. What do you mean by he stays in one lane?
All right, so put it like this. Kendrick put out a whole pop and R&B album, and it went like 5 times platinum.
But why, bro?
Because he can.
Bro, oh my.
Jada can't do that.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not talking numbers. You guys are bringing up numbers.
No, numbers doesn't matter.
Nah, leave.
Exactly.
I'm not. It's not even about. All right, not even about the numbers. But my point is that he put out an album in a genre that he typically doesn't stay in, and it went multiple times platinum. So I'm just speaking to the success of him trying something outside his lane versus Jada, who's never done that.
This has nothing to do with anything. We're talking about how is Kendrick harder than.
First of all, you cutting out, so it's tough for me to hear what you're saying.
I said it's not about success. It's not about hits. It's Kendrick harder than Jada.
Is Kendrick harder than Jada?
In what way?
Yes.
On bars?
Listen to me.
Like bars? Like,
Listen to me.
He could.
There's a verse from. No, my fault, bro. You cutting out. I'm having a hard time. I'm not trying to talk over you, but I just can't hear you.
I talk if I'm cutting. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's this song from the Flatbush Zombies where they got Jada Kiss on there. It's called Facts, and Jada was spitting, right? Listen, this is only a couple of years ago. This might be one of Jada Kiss's most recent verses. Like, this is like 2-3 years ago. It's not holding up to not a single Kendrick song that I put on shuffle right now.
Oof.
You're talking flat.
No, I'm talking about Jada Kiss though. This is a Jada Kiss verse.
Dirt. Time out. 2020, he got on the song with Benny the Butcher, fucking Uncle Murda, a couple other people that are in his realm.
Yeah.
On a song called Freedom. He had one of the worst verses on it. Not in a bad way. It wasn't bad.
I get what you mean. He's just saying like against all them others.
Compared to everyone else.
Yeah, no, I get
bad.
you.
It was not bad. I want to make that clear. I'm not shitting on the guy because he is undisputed legend. This is no shade towards him. I'm just saying that, okay, so one of them is fucking 36-year-old LeBron, the other is Miami LeBron. See what I'm saying?
What you're saying right now is he's not that guy.
Not that guy, pal. Not that guy.
Spitting.
Yo, bro, I'm serious. I'm all gonna get to I'll tell you that.
Pause.
Pause.
No pause. You're asking for pause.
Hey,
Pause, dog.
That jet, hey, that jet was wild, isn't it?
Yo, he said nah. Fuck
this is harder than Kendrick.
Stephon might as well have been American solo.
That was harder than Kendrick.
This shit gotta hit the shade room.
Was that verse harder than anything Kendrick spits? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. I'm just a guy with an opinion at the end of the day.
Oh shit, man! I gotta go get a
playing
water.
another
This shit's
guy.
stupid.
I'm just a dude playing another dude who thinks he's another
Okay.
dude.
Disguised as another dude.
So, do we even need the intro music now?
Nah, we just jumped right into it. Although,
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, Stephon is frozen on my screen.
Nah, he's moving.
On my screen, he's been frozen.
He's moving.
Oh,
Oh, he just flipped you off, so.
This is crazy. Literally, this is what he looks like on my camera. He's like this.
Stephon, leave and come back real quick.
He's like this.
I'm gonna have him leave and come back real quick. Let's just pretend that it's not happening. The next person that joins likes boys. There he is. Turn the camera on, son.
Take it back.
All right, I take it back. Hey.
He said, "Take it back."
Redacted. Hey, Twisties. We're immature out here. Anyways, but so that's how you start a podcast for all of you amateurs out there. You debate shit. Just a little topic.
A little spice.
That's how you guys do it. That's how we do it. Maybe you guys should get better at it so that specifically the local ones. I mean, just get better. Get better at what you do.
Especially for the local one.
Welcome back to the Tribe Called Saiyan podcast. The gentlemen who were just beefing will introduce themselves. I'm one of the people that was right, a.k.a. the daddest man on the planet, a.k.a. Kendrick Lamar smokes Jadakiss in the in every verse that he spits. And I'm going to pass it to the other Kung Fu Kenny standing here.
My boy is pointing the whole opposite direction from where I'm at right now, too. This is what's really crazy.
How about here?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Because on my...
There you go.
It's probably switched, huh? Yeah.
Be fair. I'm sorry.
It's your boy, Young Nocturne. We out here, we locked up, we rocked up. You know what I'm saying? Smoking on top fives. Stop playing we them guys. It's not a lot to say, really.
Yeah, shit. Hey, you're right. But, God's favorite light skin, ZB, one half of the firing squad. My other half still missing somewhere. But, here, ready to pod, passing it over to the next guy.
Boys, look him off. We here. Starting my own podcast. just stay tuned, man.
If it's about Jadakiss, it'll just stay in one realm. You'll be talking about stuffing a bird into a bird. Hey man, that's fine. I like that. Don't get me wrong, but so we have a special guest here. He can introduce himself if he'd like.
I'm Pat. I'm like 1/7 of the Left Bench podcast. The new football one.
Yes.
The actual Sun podcast to it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I wanted to sit in on a couple. Yeah, your resident weed smoker, I guess. That's what I'm doing today. But yeah.
Said you're resident.
Allegedly.
Nah,
Yeah,
super
this is,
allegedly, because I think that might be me. I might be the resident guy. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I was the guy.
I'm just new here.
I was the guy. But there's room for more. You get me? Pause.
Good catch.
Pause.
It was a
Very,
good catch
very
right there.
good catch.
Yeah.
Very good catch.
You wasn't even ready.
Very
I was
good
ready.
catch.
Yeah.
You were ready to catch. Never mind. Anyways.
Chill.
So does anybody here have anything from their weeks that they would like to share?
I actually have a funny ass story.
What might that be?
So the other day, as I work, my manager comes back in and he's like, "Yo, I went to go take out the trash and a squirrel bit me." Right? He goes, "So if you're ever out there, just watch out." I'm like, all right, whatever. So these dudes come to pick up these containers from inside our warehouse, and I'm sitting there and I hear something go, doom, up against the door, and I'm like, what the hell? I look down and there's legit just a squirrel sitting there up against the window, like.
He's like, "What up, boy?"
I was like, "Yo, what the?" I was just like, "Yo, what the fuck?" I'm just sitting there staring at him, like me and him dead ass stared at each other. Then the dude starts coming up to come in so we can start putting the barrels in the back of his truck, and like the squirrel dead ass just kind of like backed away, staring at me, and then ran off. I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Hey, he want smoke, boy.
I don't. Yo, dead ass.
He said, "Stay off my block, bozo."
Well, where you work is pretty much a dope house for squirrels, though.
Oh no, yeah, that's what it is.
Something. It has to be.
I forgot you work at. I know where you work at. I'm not gonna say it, but
no, neither am I. But I'm saying I
forgot,
understand why the squirrel was.
That's funny.
There, like, let me.
They're casing the joint right now.
Yo, dead ass.
They're watching y'all. They're like,
That's
yeah, okay, the camera's on the left. Okay, yep, all right.
You know how in Ratatouille they get into the kitchen?
Yeah.
How to be like that, but with squirrels, dog.
Hell yeah, they about to make the home invasion.
I'm gonna walk upstairs into the kitchen, just see that nigga be like, nah. Like,
You're gonna hit you
just
with
walk the other way.
You didn't see anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, alright.
Or I'll just be like, hey, don't even worry about it.
Nah, he's not gonna say nothing. He's just gonna be about the action and swing. He's on his ass.
Yo, imagine.
On site. He's on his ass.
Yo. And then the next story is gonna be how I had a rock bottomless squirrel.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
That was actually a really good fucking story. I was not expecting it to go there.
I was expecting one of the dudes to get bit by the squirrel. That's why I was prematurely laughing. Because that shit was about to say, no way.
Yeah.
So does anyone else have anything to share other than the crackhead squirrels? We wanted to get right into the news topics. Okay.
Meat
So-
dive.
For the camera.
What he say?
I think I caught it, but I don't know. Anyways, Saints Row reboot is dropping February 22nd.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Fill my bong
So
everywhere.
this is.
Pain.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, so this is the fresh reboot to the Saints Row franchise after we went into space and fought aliens and went through simulations and everything.
Became
That shit was
depressed.
ass.
Yo, word 2
They,
game. That shit was ass.
Uh,
That shit got me
I was
heated.
gonna
Saints
say-
Row 3 was gas, and then they just ruined it.
Facts.
yeah, nah, but it was like I see why they did it, because once they partnered up with Adult Swim, it kind of just fucked up everything, because Adult Swim is, more
Adult Swim.
cartoon violence than anything else. But like seeing them take this fresh start where it's more of like the beginning of the Saints and how this is built up to become this gang, eventually celebrities to the president of the United States if they go that route again. I'm excited to see where it goes. I definitely can't wait to see more gameplay for it and that, but as of right now we have like little information on where the game takes place, which no Stillwater or Steelport this year. It's I forget what the place is called, but it's like a rural western area now. And yeah, so that's pretty much all we have for the time being.
This shit is definitely still coming out before GTA 6.
Oh, it is.
February. We also have more information on that than we do on the new 2K.
That is true. That is true.
Bro, I'm happy franchise, but I don't the West Coast. I remember Saints Row always being the East Coast game. I don't like story wise. I think they're just gonna like flush it to the West Coast. I don't like that idea, but I'm happy for the franchise. You know, coming back, not giving up on it.
I mean, everybody was on Saints Row 1, 2, and 3. Everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
They I was gonna say, you know, everybody played. I'm sure everybody played Saints Row 4. Obviously, it wasn't everybody's cup of tea. You know, I had fun with it, especially with like the superpowers and shit like that. It was different. It was, you know, stupid fun. But obviously, I would love to go back to like that Saints Row 2 vibes, where it was just like nothing but gang warfare and trying to fight the, you know, higher. What was it?
You guys played Crackdown before?
Yeah.
That's what Saints Row 4 felt like to me. It felt like they were trying to make like a new Crackdown with all that like high jumping and shit like that.
Definitely.
So, Stefan was just real quick talking about how things on the West Coast are not as good as things on the East Coast, but in Kendrick Lamar's case, he's on the West Coast and he's better than Jadakiss who's on the East Coast. So,
we're coming back to this one.
I had to get one off.
Nah, because you're gonna get him
I
started.
don't even know how you segued that into that. That was like just professional.
Top tier shit.
Hey
right
man,
there.
I was just waiting for my moment. Wait, like
Bro, it's as,
it's
as if he walked right into it, but he didn't, because that you like
slowly crafted that one.
Aaron's out of line, but he's correct.
I was reading the downwind. You know, that's what snipers do. You got to read the wind. I had to check with my spotter. You know?
Mad prep time was involved.
Hey.
Yeah.
Me with prep time is like 5 degrees less dangerous than Bruce Wayne. So. But I didn't mean
Batman with prep time is top 1 superhero all time. Batman with prep time. That's just hilarious.
If Kendrick was a superhero, who would he be?
Batman.
Okay. All right.
100%.
Right away? Like,
100%.
I don't know if he would be Batman.
He would be Batman. Stop playing.
I don't know.
Well, where do you
I gotta really think about that.
Where
Bro,
are you ranking Batman?
He acts like Batman. He
power.
acts like, okay, first of all, as far as DC goes, Batman might be number 1.
Hove is Batman.
I
No.
don't care. I'm being
Over Kendrick? Yes.
No.
effective in the world. That's superpower.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Batman? Kendrick acts like Batman. This nigga only pop out when it's time for action, and that's it.
No.
With prep time.
Kendrick acts like, Kendrick acts like Nightwing.
Hell nah. That boy too rebellious.
I don't know about
Nah, Kendrick's like a
You can't-
cool-ass Red Hood.
Okay, relax.
Yeah,
Relax.
I don't know about that one.
That was for Stefan.
Which Nightwing are we talking about?
None of them. He don't act like none of them.
All right, here we go. He's Batman when Batman dies and Dick Grayson takes over and he's posing near the media all the time and he acts.
Whoa. When Batman died.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
quote unquote. Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Quote
I
unquote.
don't know
the
if
movie,
he'd be Batman. That's tough.
I literally own that movie. That movie is gas.
I hold
Yeah,
Batman in a high regard, and J. Cole's better than Kendrick Lamar. So what does that make J. Cole? Don't make that face.
What did you just say?
Do it. Don't do it.
Are you out your mind?
I'm not.
That boy's out here. That boy's out here shooting buckets with Rwanda.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
You should have known
Hold on.
fighting words.
Better.
Stop playing. He retired from rapping. He don't do this no more.
Aaron.
I was gonna say
J. Cole, the what's dude's name from Mars?
Huh?
Marvin the
Martian Manhunter. I was gonna say.
Hey yo, don't disrespect my man John Jones like that.
No, that would
Like,
make
come on.
Meek, that would make Meek Mill that because he's afraid of fire.
Sheesh.
That's another dig at Stefan.
Yeah, I'm
We not gonna get to any other topic because of this now.
He's just gonna keep dissing this man's favorite rappers. Like, why are you doing this?
Smoking on top fives.
When
Nah,
he
me-
wants to fight.
Alright, let me just say.
Stefan's favorite rapper is Lil Wayne, though. So it's not Jay. It's not Jada.
Shit, me too, but smoking on top fives. Stop playing. I'm that guy. All right, Wayne right now or Kendrick?
What?
Wayne right
Right
now or
now?
Kendrick? Yeah, right now.
Right now?
Like he's still
Get the
dropping music.
nostalgia out of your mind, then.
I'm talking Wayne in the last 3 years versus Kendrick.
I'm biased, so you can't ask me that, bro, because I listen to anything Wayne drops, bro.
Me too. That doesn't make it good just because I listen to it though.
So
Fair
what?
enough.
I be listening to it, but a lot of the recent stuff is trash. Don't do that. All right, now you made me do it. Now you making me pull it up because see now you making faces, and I gotta tell you that you know that this is bad. You know, me and you both know this is bad.
Hey
Didn't
Siri,
Lil Wayne
play
just
How
drop
to Love.
Carter Floor Complete or something?
Yo.
I say you heard.
Like,
The Carter 5 was the last
Nah.
project I liked from him.
Don't you fucking
So how about over with?
I really got
Nah.
a bug in it now.
Hey Siri,
well, let me.
play How to Love.
In my head, shooting cannons in my head, hitting targets in my head, playing pianos in my head, keyboards, organs in my head, smash guitars in my head, fast cars in my head with loud ass horns in my head.
This is hard.
So Celebrity Bug.
Cat.
He tried to be X.
He sucks.
This is a song with X. No, stop playing. This is a song with X.
Bugging out, bro.
I'm bugging. This is a song. This is a song featuring
I'm
X.
sorry, that was bad.
I gotta go
Alright, so let me just Aaron,
That was a song with X. It was Wayne and X.
one round.
What?
One round.
He said Jadakiss is in this one bubble. That
He is.
one that Jadakiss is in, does it not like significant? Like, bro, it literally is hip hop. Like, it's literally hip hop. That one bubble that Jadakiss
So
is
is
in,
so
it's
is
more-
Kendrick. So is Kendrick though.
So
bubble that Kendrick is in, bro.
I know what
And
you're
it-
trying. I know what you're saying. So I'll answer it with
Yeah,
So they're
no
close.
topic.
like hip hop and like lyricism wise. So sometimes in those cases, right, you need to use their whole ability to discern
Everything,
who's
yeah.
the better. So you get what I'm trying to say? It's not a knock on Jadakiss because he does what he does at an elite. Sorry, my light died. An elite level.
Yeah, we never said Jada was not that man. I'm just
Jada-
saying it's
Jada-
Kendrick though,
not
bruh.
That.
He is in is hip hop. Like, it's hip hop hard, like, and it's hard and it's more hip hop than Be 100.
More pure hip hop, yes. Pure. Like,
Yeah, but at the
pure
same time,
hardcore,
Kendrick has
grimy
some of the
hip-hop.
most popular like songs for like progressive black youth that I've ever heard. Like we gonna be alright. They play that at all the rallies during the march and the movements and shit. Like they reference
Kendrick
that
also
track a
has-
lot. You know what I mean?
Kendrick also has plenty of pure West Coast
Yeah.
hip hop. Like,
He's got classic
records.
moments on every album, like hip hop. Like he is also hip hop.
No, yeah, for sure. I still hold Cole. Yeah.
Stop.
Hey man, I'll put it like this: the only
Oh.
thing that he really spit on him with was Black Friday, and other than that, he ducked him his whole career.
There's
He only spit.
There's no need
he
for
only
that
spit
competition
hook.
to happen. They ducked each other.
Bro, they
No.
friends.
Not true.
They
On
ducked each
Forbidden
other.
Fruit, he could have spit on American Dream. He could have spit on those Good Fridays. J. Cole spit, and Kendrick Lamar did too. And it
They
was
can't.
not
They can't
close.
handle two niggas this clever, bro.
Ah, I see.
They can't handle two niggas this clever.
Fair enough. But
That's
anyways, we gotta get
the
off
most
this.
wanted collaboration
whole
album
episode.
ever.
before this becomes
We
a
don't
whole
waste
episode.
it.
All right, moving on.
I was gonna say.
Moving on to more uneven matchups. Woodley versus Paul.
Oh, that's happening soon, right?
It's Sunday.
Oh,
So,
shit.
Tomorrow?
This isn't. I don't want this to turn into a discussion because we've done this a couple
start
times
me
on
on
here.
this.
I just want predictions. So we'll go with Stefan. Who you got, Woodley or Paul?
I got Woodley.
Isaiah.
Woodley.
Dirk.
Woodley and under 3.
Okay, good. I thought you were about to just play devil's advocate. Pat.
How many rounds are they going?
5.
8.
Like, do we know?
Oh, 8? I
It's
thought it was
8?
5.
8.
How the
I
hell
got
is?
Woodley in the fourth.
How are they about to go
I
8
don't.
rounds?
It's random. I know. They put it at 8. I don't know.
Woodley
What do you got,
in
Pat?
the fourth.
I got Woodley in 2.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
think
2, but I said
Woodley-
under 3
Woodley,
instead.
He is mad.
Woodley and
Like,
3 for me.
he wants to fuck him
That's-
up.
I'm gonna say in
Yeah.
3 because I know that like fighters don't go for knockouts as soon as fights start unless they trying to show out too much, and you risk a lot doing that. So
I think the skill level should.
And Ghana.
after like a round or 2, that's when he'll start putting in work for real.
He's always been a very not passive striker, but like he picked his spots correctly.
Right.
That was his whole. That's what made him great.
There's no need for him to get
He's
aggressive
a-
and then
he's
get
a
knocked out on
wrestler,
TV.
but
Mhm. He has that
He's a
power.
wrestler, but he can strike. Dude wasn't a UFC champion for no reason.
What were you gonna say, Stefan?
I think people, even though it's nothing like he's not on any of these guys' level that he's calling out and shit like that, I would say that people, I think, sleep on Paul's power, maybe just a little bit.
I think
And-
he's more skilled than maybe I want to admit, but like
Exactly.
I
But-
think that Woodley should handle him.
He's better than you think he is, but not good enough to
yes.
fight the niggas
I
he's
agree
calling
with
out.
that. But that's enough. But money can get
He's
you
still
that type
losing
of
to
training.
KSI, I don't care.
To be fair, money can get you that type of training. You know what I
And
mean?
he's got,
Some of it is him, like obviously the power and shit. That's natural. But So
I was
yeah,
gonna say, but that Disney money gave him that training.
true.
but
True.
his skill hasn't been tested yet, so
At all.
That's true. That's true. He hasn't really. His chin definitely has not been tested.
Especially not by like a pro, like an actual fighter that's fought in
Yeah,
a real
not-
fight.
Not fat ass Ben Askren.
Mhm.
Like,
He looks like he works at Taunton Ave Bakery.
I really just want to know what did Ben Askren think that he was like gonna do? Because
No, Ben
like
Askren's
all
always
of
been a
his wins
terrible
were, like,
striker.
wrestling wins. Like,
That was a
he's
setup.
like
That whole fight was a setup.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
get on top and control. Like he was just there for the bag. I swear to God.
He was.
Mhm. That's exactly what he was there for.
There's a picture of him dipping right up the stadium right after he lost with his wife. They was running like they got money and they was running. They was smiling and shit. They was just
Bro, he
cheesing leaving.
even said that he was gonna lose. Like he said, like I should lose. Like who goes into a fight saying that?
For
He
real.
wants to make some money.
Like
Um,
what?
So yeah, we all agree that Woodley's gonna handle him. Let's just pray that Woodley
Not-
handles him.
If Woodley loses,
I'm gonna be mad.
Allegedly.
that it would be really bad.
Like
Like
hold
really
on.
bad.
Woodley loses. Hold on. Hello, Izzy? Hello. Would you like to make some serious money? Can you please handle this for us?
Fuck Izzy. That man said he wants
Canelo, bro.
Usman.
He wants
Oh,
He
Usman.
wants Usman too. Come
He not-
on now.
He not ready for Canelo.
Like-
He not ready for that.
No, he's not ready for Canelo.
Nah,
He's not ready for
ready-
Usman.
He'll never be ready for Canelo.
He'll never be ready
Nah,
for Usman.
never.
Never. Too
Canelo
much-
was like fourth or fifth person on his list. He wouldn't even
Crazy.
make it. Canelo.
No.
If he did, his face would get smashed in, bro.
Kind of like Boo Boo.
Mm.
First round, in the not second, not third. He's getting
I'm
stopped.
just saying.
Definitely. That's gonna
And-
be a fight where like he's gonna get like
The
oh
boss.
man, there's no way that fight even happens.
Real quick before we move to the serious topic next, Stefan, can you tell the people in Providence for me just to please stop it with this Boo Boo and Canelo stuff. Please, Pravi, I'm begging you.
Stop.
No, you called it Bossy too many times.
Yeah, because it's
We're
Bosty
leaving
now.
No, it is not. Anyways, Stefan, please, I'm begging you. Let them know.
I've been in the gym with Boo Boo, right there beside his training. I've been to Boo Boo's fights. I've watched Boo Boo grow and progress as a fighter, as a celebrity. I'm with supporting our Rhode Island natives, but there's just a level of there's levels to this shit, and that's all I'm gonna say. And Boo Boo has, once again, another dude who hasn't been tested. He hasn't been in the ring with anybody for him to even be calling out. He's just in the same. He's just business wise. He's in the rooms he needs to be in to compare and say, "Oh, this, and that." But let's just stop that shit.
It shouldn't even happen.
I agree. Sorry, I heard you the whole time. I was just plugging something in.
And not only that, look at who Canelo has. He has way better games.
Yep.
Even Jake Paul. This is the shit with Jake Paul in the discussion where Canelo's career. He's literally like just adding on to the legacy, and nowhere does Jake Paul, or not to shit on Boo Boo, but if he was to take the Boo Boo fight, it's not like something that he needs to do.
No, he's not. Well, he's not.
Shit would be like me calling out Travis Scott. I'd be like, yo, you're a bitch. I'll make a hotter song than you right now, nigga. Come on. Stop fucking playing with me. Smoking on top 5.
Stefan, they think, and I'll leave it at this and then we can move on. They think he's ducking him, and it's the opposite. He doesn't need Boo Boo. Boo Boo needs him.
And then there's exactly, and always the fact that I don't want to sound like a dickhead, but Canelo's probably the great, in my opinion. I've watched Julio Cesar obviously on fucking YouTube and shit like that, but people who like that, the boxing decafs, the dudes who pay for a pay-per-view once in a year, they don't know the caliber of Canelo. So they just think Mexican dude, he could get beat. No. Canelo is the face of boxing right now, and that's what it is.
That is different.
The only man to get him is considered one of the greatest to ever live. So, with that being said,
and he fought him when he was like 23.
Yeah, exactly. That's a whole nother discussion, though. Don't get Stefan going.
Literally.
Either, but yeah.
A dub is a dub, and Canelo took that one very, very respectfully. So, moving on from that, we have to actually get into something that is pretty serious. So there was news out of Afghanistan. Don't worry, I'm just pulling up the article that I had attached to the notes, that an explosion had gone off near an airport. Apparently, it killed, I think it says 15 U.S. citizens here, a couple of mostly service members. So I hate to, get off of the shit that we generally talk about for something like this, because, generally speaking, news in general is depressing as fuck. So, yeah, I don't know what we personally or myself can say about this that hasn't already been said, but the way that I see it is, okay, so for me, the way I see it, we were there 20 years, right? We trained the Afghani soldiers. We left for what? We left, okay? We got withdrew. Whether or not you liked how it was done, that's not my point. The Afghanistan soldiers were overran in what? 2 days? So let's just imagine we put our troops back in. 20 years from now, we withdraw again. We train the Afghani soldiers again, another generation. What happens differently? Nothing. There's nothing. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's sad, and I understand that losses of American lives are like a very touchy subject. So this is nothing about them. I'm not saying that if there's some sort of retaliation on behalf of them, that I'm against it. I'm just saying that overall, us pushing all of our, combatants, like all of our combat troops back in, it's something that personally I don't think makes much sense, because I feel like this is a never-ending cycle. We could leave them in there for 30 years and pull them out, same shit will happen. Leave them in there for 40 years, pull them out, same shit will happen. You cannot stop radicalism at its core. It just goes into hiding and waits. Radicalism always is ready. It doesn't die, it just goes into hibernation until it can rear its ugly head. That's just my opinion. My opinion don't mean shit. I'm just giving you it because of what made the news. Rest in peace to those who lost their lives. That's all I got on that.
Good thing Mike is here for this conversation. Jesus Christ, we'd be all day.
What? Oh, Mike. What does Mike feel?
Bro, Mike is a war historian, bro. He'll go on for hours. Let's not talk about him, but
never mind. Yeah, fuck you, Mike. So
I think this is gonna go unanswered though, but I don't think it's
no. I doubt it too. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying what I.
Oh yeah. Before we came on, I was watching the news with my dad, and we seen. I guess there was a drone strike against one of the planners.
Really?
Because it was it was a suicide bombing.
Oh, for real?
Mhm.
Yep. Dirt, do you have anything that you would like to add? Okay. Zay, anything?
If you want to do a for the 15, that's cool.
If you want to what? Did he say moment of silence?
Yeah, I said that.
Oh yeah,
cool.
moment of silence. All right, moment of silence. All right. So, we can get off of something that's depressing to get into something that is actually, in my opinion, become one of the best things to happen to this country in the last couple months. The Crate Challenge.
Shaking his head in the corner. Yo, we could talk about it, because shout out to my boy who broke his arm in Providence.
Shout out to
that shit was crazy.
Shout out to Dirt's doppelganger.
Shout out to Graham.
Him, let's not shout out the dumb.
That shit.
Stefan, do you think that was Dirt going up them crates?
You know what's funny is I seen the guy that you guys are talking about right now. I seen him twice today.
I know the fact that was Dirt.
Yo, Dirt, how's your leg feeling from the fall, dog? You got to be honest with us.
Bro, stop playing with me.
Oh, so you'd make it up the crates?
Stop playing with me. I did not go to that shit, but I wanted to.
That was
he rinsed the bleach out pretty heavily just to make sure
that shit really turned into a party, though.
My shit is still there, bro. Stop playing.
It was like 70 deep around some crates.
His shit was like straw yellow.
They talking about, well, first of all, it's blue and yellow, but I only know that because I just seen them today. All right, stop playing with me. You've seen two of us in the same room. It's not like Batman and Bruce Wayne, boy. It's not Superman and Clark Kent and this bitch. All right, relax.
Well, I've never seen you guys in the same place.
I don't care.
Anyways, good point.
Nah, but shout out to Graham, bro, who broke his arm. He's good.
That's fishy.
He's good. From what I hit up some people who know him.
So wild.
It's like,
well, his arm isn't.
I hit up some people who know him. He's doing well.
So wild.
It's straight. It's like it looks normal now. It looks
good though.
He's 17, so he'll be fine.
This shit looked like a Snyder pretzel, dog.
He got 2 steel plates in that shit.
let me just say this.
Oh my god.
Do the crate
He's got a
challenge.
mean form now.
Don't do the crate challenge. Break your fucking bones and post a GoFundMe. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, he didn't even post it. He somebody else made it for him for his hospital bill.
Damn.
Huh?
I don't give a damn. Who made that down?
Hey, people, hey,
Don't
but
know
you know
these
what?
dunks
People,
and then-
a lot of people are giving him money right now in the city. He kind of got clouded. He got like 300 extra followers off that shit, and he's been on the news twice, the local news. They keep hitting him in the DMs talking about they want to talk to him. They got my boy. They got my boy who organized the whole thing, Jamie Carvalho. Shout out to Jamie. They got Jamie up on the news explaining like how it all came together because he's the one who like got it.
Jamie
He's the one who got it
Carvalho,
together.
I know that name.
You know Jamie. We went to high school with Jamie.
I know that name. Wow.
Best challenge I saw, though.
You said what, bro?
I will say that was the best challenge I saw.
Yeah,
That
see?
motherfucker was high, too. It
Yeah.
wasn't no fire. Them shits was high.
Yeah. So Graham actually broke his arm because, so they had like a bunch of people had already successfully gone up and down easy, no problem. Like 10 people already did it. So they started trying to like change it up and make it harder to try and like be the first ones to do some clout type of shit. So they like put a big gap. So he climbed all the way up. He was on one. They put a big gap, and then there was another one. So he was stepping over a gap, and when he stepped over the gap, he was good. But it was when it's. I always notice people fall when they come down from the top crate. When they come down from the top crate, their next step they be falling, and that's what happened. He just wasn't ready. He fell, and he smacked his arm on some crates. They picked him up. You seen him? They like picked him up from underneath his arms, and his arm was just hanging like Harry Potter. You ever see Harry Potter when he breaks his arm?
He drank the bone juice.
Yeah, literally. It was Hey, but he's good now. From what I understand. Kid's a beast skater. I be skating with him sometimes.
I'm just happy that that the country, even if it's something stupid, can come together on something.
Right, nah, because I see a lot of people hating, especially after Graham broke his arm, talking about like how stupid it is, or like how like we like basically just like corny shit, like I've lost hope in this country, all this bullshit. But it's like, why are you mad at some kids having fun? Yeah, somebody got hurt, but that was gonna happen regardless, right?
So,
fuck it, he'll be all right.
They took the time out of their day to
hate.
Yes, to hate.
They be bored
in a corny ass way. You could have been getting some money. You could have too.
Like, come on, tweeting. Bro. Yeah, stop playing, bro. At least, and you know what's crazy is like that kid got no like issue. Like he's like, fuck it, it happened. Like I broke my arm. I was doing something stupid, whatever. Like
we've all done something stupid.
At least he had like a good time, and he was able to like just walk away from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I don't think we need to cover it much more.
Let the kids play, man.
Crates. Keep walking up them crates. I've seen videos where like a cop fell off.
Yeah.
I saw one where dude was halfway up and somebody kicked it out.
Yeah. The Jamaican one that Stefan sent earlier where he jumped off
my God.
and landed on his balls, bro.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yo, that's mad funny. He probably ate that because you know them boys is wild. They be doing stuff like that on a regular. He probably ate that.
That looked like it hurts.
They be jumping off rooftops to meet with a girl who got her legs open while they dancing. Yo, I tell you shit. You know that he probably was chilling.
But anyways, so from there, can I get the applause button? OnlyFans has made a decision. Pat, can I get a Ric Flair whoop?
Woo! Let's fucking go, boys.
All right. Okay.
Let's go.
OnlyFans has reversed their. So last week, for those of you that don't know, OnlyFans has made the decision to remove all explicit content off of their platforms, and this week they realized they were going to lose their platform and all of their money, so they said, psych.
They said, never mind, we was just playing.
Just kidding.
I wasn't going to do it, I was just thinking about it.
I was just seeing what you would say,
yeah.
You know?
They didn't look too much into it. What was their reasoning?
So, the reasoning behind it was that the platform was not created for that in the first place. The platform was meant to be kind of like Patreon, where like people could just pay creators directly for what they do. Instead of having to go through if you was like a YouTuber, right? Like you only making money based on how many views you get, ads, right? But like if you go on like on Patreon, or in this case what OnlyFans was created for, you could just post there. People pay you directly for your whatever it is. It don't gotta be videos, but that's what it was meant for though. It was just like creator to fan direct, no like middleman. That's what it was meant for. But that's just
Literally.
what people ended
The
up
only
using
thing.
it for, though. You know what I mean? It just turned into something that it wasn't meant for.
I wonder who the first female to post some nudes on.
I was thinking about that when I found that out, because I didn't know that. But when I found out that it was just meant to be like a Patreon kind of thing, that's what I wondered too. I was like, I wonder who did it first.
So,
Who was the first one to do it?
Isaiah, when are you gonna make one where you're wearing a Batman suit playing fucking COD, and that's all you're doing?
Soon.
Yo, that guy is hilarious.
Or a Power Ranger suit. You and Dante in Power Ranger suits. That's $1 million idea. Just sitting there playing COD or playing Halo.
Halo, probably. It would be Halo. It definitely.
Or knockout mode on UFC. Not without a fight.
That,
But I don't like how
that's
they
a
changed
story.
the UFC in the queue.
But yeah,
Bro, that is a fantastic story.
they was talking about
That is a
basically
fantastic
like
story.
the shareholders for the company just weren't feeling what was going on. Pretty much.
Yeah,
was
and
the point.
what's it called? Their payout groups, like the people that were like paying like the actual creators their money, weren't fucking with it either.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, one more.
Man, they don't even deserve it. Nah. Nah, shout out to
Because
them.
the,
It's a living.
because the clapping, well, the clapping will continue.
It's a living, an honest one too. Leave these girls alone. Stop bullying them. When they first announced that, all I seen was mad memes about y'all gotta get a real job now. Ha ha ha. I'm like,
Twitter after that shit was lit.
man, I'm like, leave these girls alone, bro. Like,
I know. Hey, Dirt, real quick. Not top 7%. You know what it means. That's an inside joke.
Who did you guys subscribe?
hold on,
Arena Cop.
Wait, what are you doing? No.
hold on.
Cop. The only person.
What are you doing?
Hold on. Hey, don't worry about what I'm doing. If you know, you know. I gotta
Oh,
see
you know.
something.
Nasty boys.
Whoa.
Hold on. Now I can't find the account.
Judge.
I'm on Twitter, by the way, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Sure you are.
Stop playing
Our
with
boy
me.
was on.
And all it takes
Boy was
is
on.
one
Right.
select.
Is this still there? Hold on. I just want to know if it's still there.
Dirt was on X Hamster.
Nah, it's not there no more.
Hamster.
It's not there.
Yo.
You heard me?
Damn.
Top 7 ain't there no more.
I Thanos snapped it.
Nah, for real, it's not there no more.
I Thanos snapped it.
I don't think so anyways. Hold on. Support me. Nope.
So you're gonna have to go to the actual platform.
Why do I feel like I know who you guys are talking about?
Because
You
you
don't.
probably don't. Nah,
I
the
do.
thing about it. There's just no way you would.
I don't see how there's a reality where you know.
Yeah, I don't
Is there
see
right
so.
here?
Oh, you want to know why? Because this is the main. Hold on. Whoops.
No.
This is the main
No.
account. Wait.
Stefan,
We
we'll
can
tell
move
you,
on. But
we can move on.
I'm just
All right.
I'm looking for the
Anyway.
account right now.
Anyways, so has everybody here heard the news that Nirvana was a part of this week? The OG rock band. from the
Oh yeah, I just read about that the other
90s.
night.
Dumbest fucking
I
shit.
didn't.
All
did.
right, so
I
basically,
didn't hear about this.
Dirt, go ahead.
so the kid on the Nevermind album, the baby in the pool, who's like swimming for the
Yeah.
dollar. So he's grown now, obviously,
Never mind, I did hear about that.
and he's trying to sue the estate because basically he's claiming that him being on the cover without him or his family's consent is child pornography. That's what he claims. And so the court basically has already come out and said, well, the non-sexual use of like nudity when it comes to babies is not considered child pornography. Like if there's a picture of a baby and he's naked in a pool, that's not child porn. That's just a baby in a pool. Like they are like, nah, bro, chill out. And also he got the album's name tatted on his chest. He has Nevermind across his chest like this. So I'm like, it's weird.
Damn.
It's weird because like on social media, a lot of the times he would like he has mad pictures where he's grown and he's got a picture of himself as a baby on the cover. Like he's, you know what I'm saying? Like he obviously likes that he's on the album, but I think the fact that I think the fact that he realizes he could have got some money out of it and he didn't really. He's like, wait a minute, I gotta try for what I can get now. You know what I'm saying?
No. Let's be real for a second. He didn't get money because his parents were holding on to that shit.
Yeah.
He was what? How old?
His parents.
Like, come on now.
Supposedly they paid. Supposedly they paid his parents $200 or something like that.
$200.
Yeah.
Let me put it like this, okay? So you say you suffered damages. I'll be Dave Grohl's attorney here in Kurt Cobain's estate. So, whatever the fuck your name is, you say that you dealt with damages because people knew. Well, how many people do you know that when they're a baby look exactly like they do when they're an adult? Without you,
he's over here like people are seeing my baby dick, bro. You don't understand. You don't understand. Ooh, my keyboard.
You better clip yourself, you bitch. Judging by
yeah, I gotta leave the room.
I almost broke my damn keyboard. Wait,
like,
I got extra keys.
This lawsuit, right? It would appear that the only thing that hasn't changed about you is the one thing that everybody notices on the album cover.
Damn. He said you got a small cock, buddy. Yeah, but that's weird though.
Anyways.
I think he's just trying to reach at this point, and it's kind of funny. I don't really like that.
Yeah, it's a crazy reach.
To me, it's almost like you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of how they're going after Juice WRLD's estate for Lucid Dreams still, and I'm like, oh man, just let it go. Like he's dead. Yeah, like let it go. Like,
let it rest.
Yeah, corny.
Real quick, I can knock the next topic out of the way. Pretty big news. I was hoping Pierce was here for it, but Cristiano Ronaldo, the Portuguese Jesus, is returning to his home.
Portuguese Jesus.
Man United, where he got his. Well, no, it's official. Don't do that.
No, I'm saying his home.
Well, Sporting is.
He played for Sporting first, bro.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Where did he make his name? He played 7 matches in Portugal. I know. The Portuguese people try to get on me, but to that I say Chopa Mel Blica, and I know you all know what that means. So Chopa.
Wow.
Chopa?
That's what I come back to.
Chopa? That's what it is?
Chopa. Suck it. Anyways,
I mean, in Spanish it's chupa.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty close.
Chupa
mi hija.
Chupa mi huevo.
But anyways, he's returning back to Old Trafford. I'm very excited. I'm not really a United fan. In fact, I don't even really like United. But when Ronaldo's there, it's something special. Seeing him in that jersey, it's just right, you know.
He's just a Red Devil again.
It's something special.
He's just a Red Devil. Shut up, man. Shut the fuck up. If you guys knew what the mascot's name was, you would want Pat booed out of here now.
I don't know nothing about that, bro.
I know. Well, that's why I'm saying I hate him for it.
No
Pierce would be outraged at the moment. But anyways, so that was I just wanted to mention that real quick. It was pretty big transfer news, pretty big sports news. He's returning back to England to probably finish the last good part of his career. He'll probably end up here to finish his career, so to speak.
He's pulling up on Inglaterra.
I hope he does come here. Play for the Revs.
My nigga said what, bro?
So
one thing we do have looking for the Mets team MLS.
Bro, the Revs are on fire, speaking of which, but we're not talking about MLS soccer on here. But the New England Revolution are on fire. Shout out to them. They're a local team. So, other pretty big news, Kanye West has made the news again, and it's not for dropping Donda because we've learned that he's dropping that the same day as
Let's talk about it.
Wait, nope, that's not this topic. We can get to it.
All right, I'm gonna chill.
All right, relax. It sounds like a hungry dog. But
I was ready.
Kanye's new Donda stem player. So he released this new device where it allows you to customize any song off of the album. So he's partnered with a tech company called Kano, kind of like fucking Mortal Kombat, to create the Donda stem player, a silicone handheld device that allows you to customize any song off the album. The device is available for pre-order on stemplayer.com for only $200. It ships out with Donda, the album. According to the website, it lets you control vocals, drums, bass, samples, isolate parts and effects, and split any song into stems.
Yes, sir. See, all right, this sounds crazy to somebody who don't make music or like not something they'd be interested in, but to me, this is an instant cop. I'm buying this.
Do you want me to read some more of the features?
So basically what it does is it allows you to break every song that's loaded into it up into stems. So you get the drums, the vocals, the melody, the keys, the synths, everything. And then from there you can add effects to each part, or you can solo them, do whatever you want. So you can really freestyle every song to how you like it. So if you're listening to, what's that song with him and Cardi? Junior want to Navi on my wrist. You could like mute just part of just his voice. So you just hear Ye's voice, no beat. Or you could like loop it in a specific way. It's like you could really get like saucy with it. Now, what I want to know, as somebody who's actually kind of interested in this, is can you load songs like that you choose on there? I know that it says there's basically an ability for you to export your songs. So like whatever you make, you can send it and share it to other people so they can hear it. So I think the idea is like a little community thing. But what I want to know is like, could I take like one of my songs and upload it to the device and then mess with it from there?
You probably can, because it has 8 gigs of storage stock, and it supports AIFF files, AIF, FLAC, M4A, MP3.
Basically
Wave.
all the audios.
Yeah.
So
MP4,
FLAC files,
all the audio
that, yeah.
files.
So all the audio and video, it sounds like too, MP4. But yeah, that's what I'd be interested to see. Because if that's the case for $200, that's nothing. What's
the resale value?
I'm saying, but like if you can get one on release, right? For $200, bro, that's a powerful tool. That's the type of thing they be charging like 800, 1,000, 1,500 for. So as a producer, I'm heavily interested in that. But I think I felt for real. I was thinking like I was cooking up ideas already with it. I was like, damn, I'm about to go crazy with this. But like, I think to the average person, it just looks like a toy.
You're up to nefarious shit.
Yeah, no, for real.
Can I get the actual line though? Because I can't say it.
I'm an evil nigga. I'm up to nefarious shit, nigga. No, but for real though, I think it just looks like a toy to like the average person, but to me, I'm looking at it like this is a very powerful tool in music, and he's just dropping it for like $200. It's crazy.
That's dope.
People that respect his craft.
Yeah, literally, he's so like he really be doing a lot for the producer community.
That is pretty dope. So like we had
great producers of all time.
Oh, of course, no doubt. His samples on all of his classics and even currently are.
There's actually a study about how him and Jay Dilla changed how hip hop sampled forever. Crazy.
And I wonder if you know what it means. Oh man, some of his features, fucking Through the Wire, going all the way back for that one, fucking Diamonds from Sierra Leone, one of my favorite beats of all time. Of course, Power.
Honestly, the one that always comes to my mind is Blood on the Leaves. That sample is insane. Like what he did with that.
Think about, and this might not even be. It probably is a sample. I don't know. I'm ignorant. But think about how many places you've heard the Power beat since that song dropped.
Oh yeah.
Think
Well, that's just a classic. That song is a classic.
But you hear that shit on commercials for like kids movies.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, Blood on the Leaves was on his most controversial album, so I understand why that would never make it to that.
Talking about Yeezus?
Yeah.
But Aaron, back to what you were saying, how many powers? Go back to our first topic, Saints Row the Third. That was the theme song for that game.
There you go.
So it's everywhere. So.
Hey.
as we're talking about it, it's just playing in my head.
And this is gonna be back and
all right, but fucking that boy had Frank Ocean in there singing, "What's a God to a non-believer? Don't believe in anything." Okay. Anyways, shout out to Yeezy. We love Yeezy, so don't let anything that I say in this next segment.
He's like, now that we've gotten the Yeezy love out the way.
Take it the wrong way, because I love Kanye, but somebody has
I'm
to
up
take
to
the
some
other
nefarious shit, nigga. That's what I
side.
just said.
Somebody has to take the other side. If we agree on everything, this is boring as fuck. So, see, Certified Lover Boy is dropping on September 3rd, and it turns out that
so is Kanye. See, all right, before Drake put that thing on SportsCenter, the original date for Donda, I think, was September 5th. Like, he had pushed it to September 5th. Drake did that, and then today it got updated to September 3rd. And also, apparently, Kanye has submitted the album to streaming platforms. So so like Apple Music, Spotify, all that, they got the album already. It's coming out. So that means it's wartime. Drake hasn't been in a good beef in a little while, and neither has Kanye.
No.
All right. Before I even get into it, because I got my opinions, what y'all think about to happen? Who you think's gonna win between Donda and Certified Lover Boy?
Who I want to win? I want Donda to win, but who I know is gonna win is Certified Lover.
It's fucking Drake, man. Like, you can't bet against Drake.
Damn, it's a whole bunch of Drake boys in this chat, huh?
Drake, hold on.
Bro,
Drake because of the women and the children.
You're not wrong, but listen to me.
No. You got me poorly. You got me mistaken. I am not a Drake guy.
No, but I get what you. But no, I know what you mean though. But I'm saying, like, you gotta understand.
Numbers, dog.
Yes, okay. All of that aside, look me in my face. This is Kendrick. I mean, Kendrick. This is Kanye West. This is Kanye West, bro. This is like,
But
if there ever was somebody to ever humble Drake, it's gonna be this man. Listen to me. If there was anybody who could ever step up to the plate for real, because all right, before, who were Drake's beefs before? Tory Lanez, Meek Mill, I forgot who else.
Like, not like
Pusha T. Look at that. Like, come on now. But this is Kanye, bro. Kanye is arguably, if not then top 3 most influential hip hop artists ever. He's also the richest black man in history. His influence is like, it's out the roof with it.
No, it's not though. It's not.
Boy, stop.
I'm not saying that Kanye isn't that guy, but bro, the internet.
You talking about the last couple albums? We talking about Donda, bro.
Great.
You heard it.
Oh, albums, nobody, bro. Like, kids and the media, the internet, they're not gonna let Drake lose.
Nah, it's definitely Drake's era right now.
Been received these last years.
It's Drake's era for sure. I'm saying, if there's anybody who can step up to that plate though and handle this man on that level, it's gonna be Kanye. Who else could do it right now?
No.
Nobody
else.
You pick your favorite. The only other person I put up against him who could humble him if they dropped on the same day as him, I would put Kendrick Lamar in there, because people have been waiting on this album for 4 or 5 years. So I'm saying, like, if he were to drop same day, them numbers is gonna be arguable, bro. Trust me.
They'll be close.
They'll be close. I'm not saying that he's gonna win. I'm saying it's gonna be arguable. It's close. So I'm saying, like, what? So no, but listen, this is the example I'm trying to make here. I'm trying to set it up to say, with all that being said, I think the real challenge for Drake here, he has to overcome Kanye. Kanye's always been that thorn in his side, and vice versa.
Oh, all the way around.
Vice versa. Oh yeah, no. I love Drake, bro. I'm a big Drake fan.
Kanye's been,
but like, I'm just saying. Have you heard Donda? Like, let's step away from everything else. Have you heard Donda, bro?
Yes.
Listen, And every time we hear it, it just keeps stepping up, bro. Not to mention he done assembled the whole Avengers. He got anybody you like on that album. If you like somebody, they on that album, bro. He got Griselda on there.
I'm gonna say one more thing, bro. Drake probably has a whole diss track already dedicated.
You think Ye don't?
Kanye's doing that to Drake.
You think
has one of those lines that the internet is just gonna
I see what
Oh
you're
yeah.
saying.
No, yeah. I agree with you. I understand that the era we live in is Drake era. Drake runs shit where we're at. I get that. I know that. He's top dog. He's number one spot. It's been that way for like 10 years at this point. But I'm saying like Ye is Ye, bro. We don't even talk about him in these We don't even talk about him in these conversations no more. It's like talking about Wayne in his prime in these conversations. There's no point. It's hands down. It's gonna be Wayne every time. And these types of conversations, when we talk about the greatest hip hop artist of all time, Kanye West is always gonna be. You gotta argue him at that top spot. You know, yeah. So I'm saying like,
however,
all right. I understand that women love Drake. I understand that young teenage white boys in college love Drake. You get me? I understand that, right? So it's like, but you gotta think, young teenage white boys in college love Kanye. I'm in a Kanye Discord chat. We already talked about this. It's 3,000. I think might even be like closer to 5 now at this point. Just straight white teenage males, like in a Discord server.
The Drake one 38,000.
What you say, bro?
I said the Drake one's 38,000.
There's a Drake one. I bet you there is.
Fucking is.
But no, it's like all right, like this is Drake's era, so I'm not gonna act like Drake can't beat Kanye numbers wise. He probably will, right?
Drake.
Looking at it like logically, he probably will beat him in the numbers. But you gotta like also consider the impact of these albums. Certified Lover Boy might be that album that we think we associate with a certain year, kind of like how Views was like 2018, I think. We just think about Views when we think about 2018. We don't think about Views when we think about classic albums. You get me? We just think about like, oh, what was hot that year? Oh, Drake was going crazy that year. Cool. But like,
aged very well.
Right? It's good, but like you don't think back on it when you talk about like great hip hop albums. You're not thinking about Views.
Yeah.
But you don't think about Jesus is King or Ye.
Nah, and I don't disagree. I didn't even listen to those albums. And I'm a huge Kanye fan. I didn't listen to those albums. But you do start talking about a lot of Kanye's albums in those discussions though, right?
I love Kanye.
And so here it is though. How many Drake albums are you gonna talk about in that conversation? What? Take Care.
Nothing Was the Same.
Well, a lot of people don't really like Nothing Was the Same like that. I know me and you do, but like a lot of people don't consider it up there.
A lot of people can suck my dick.
For real though, a lot of people don't look at it as being like up there like that though.
That's insane to me.
I think it's Drake's best work.
Honestly, for me it is.
Well, all right. What we got? We got Late Registration. We got
so College Dropout, Late Registration.
I'm thinking of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is arguably the most classic hip hop album of all time.
Mm-hmm. And wasn't it like the highest rated album of all time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whole project that you're talking about when it comes to Kanye, that's where you can't compare the two when it comes to projects and it comes to just dishing out fire.
Star Power. Drake got that.
Drake's body of work though is comparable.
Kanye has the whole project. Like you have to respect the whole project, not just his one single.
Yeah.
Album and shit like that. So that's where Kanye wins, I believe.
But that's what I'm saying. So we talking about album versus album right now. So I'm saying, I kind of lost my point halfway, but I'm saying like, give it like 3 years from now, we might still be talking about Donda and how hard this track was, or yo, did nigga just remix this featuring this artist? Not, we're not gonna be talking about Certified Lover Boy in 3 years. We're gonna be talking about what's the next Drake album in 3 years. You get me?
Or we could be.
Maybe. I really don't think so. Certified Lover Boy, does that sound like it's gonna be an album full of bangers? That sounds like it's gonna be for the bitches, nigga.
It sounds like, yeah.
What 50 Cent say? It's for the bitches, nigga.
I'm letting you know that he's still that nigga.
I'll put it like this though. I hear everything that you just said, but let's take it back to the beginning of their beef, okay? When Sicko Mode dropped, what did Kanye do? He took to Twitter and he had a mental breakdown. Something else that he did that you might not know about is he upped his security because he was afraid of the UNDERDRAKER.
Yeah.
Drake is
Of course.
in that man's head.
Yeah, but Drake be running with the
He
street.
owns real estate.
Drake be running with the streets. Yeah, he don't run with no street. Nobody.
He owns boardwalk property in his head like Monopoly.
Of course. But also, you're talking about somebody who's not mentally stable at all times. So that's a given. That's not even really like a good argument because it's like, of course.
But he's had
Like,
Kanye. Here's how I look at it. Kanye was falling apart for like 4 years straight. From like the life of Pablo until like probably like last year, he was wilding every year.
Yeah.
He was unhinged on that.
I was gonna say, when that man yelled, "This is the real me" track,
Dog.
Bro, the slavery was a choice thing.
His mom died.
Yes, but so I think this is something else I kind of wanted to talk about or just touch on was like how crazy I think this performance piece of Donda has been in the stadium. It almost looks like literally a performance piece, like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. You get me? Like, and it's crazy because the album changed every time he played it. Bare bones, almost done, finished album. You get me? And so it's like, all right, he started with, he had nothing but his bed, his shoes, his shirt, and a room and a computer, locked in, making all these beats, locked in for the summers. You know what I'm saying? Back like on his roots,
$1 million
right?
stadium.
Yeah, paying $1 million a day to stay there, but or like, all right. And then the next time was what he had. He came out and he showed everybody what he had. You started seeing all the guest features come out. You started seeing all the crazy songs pop off. He started giving us a taste of what was really to come. Then he built the house that him and his mother that he grew up in, basically his childhood home. Bro, yeah, no, but listen, as an art piece, though, you're going to think back about this in a couple of years and be like, damn, this was kind of crazy. No artist has ever done this. Nobody's ever built their childhood home. You know what I'm saying? It looks exactly like it, too. Like, down to every last detail. You seen the video?
Bro, he's doing that for a reason. Because if he doesn't do that, then Drake just shits on him completely, especially with the internet.
I agree.
Right, but
agree.
I don't know if if that's his motivation for it though. I don't think Drake is his motivation because he was doing this because because listen, the beef just got sparked back up by Drake. Drake mentioned his name in a song and that's what just started this back up. But before that, 2 weeks before that, Donda was already at the stadium on its second show. You feel me? Mans wasn't even think about Drake when he made that move, I bet.
They've had issues. Though.
Yes, but their issues were like 3 years ago.
That's why he had to come out like the way he's coming out right now. Yeah.
Allegedly, he banged his wife. You're telling me that's allegedly. You think that's just, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Allegedly,
but you know, when it comes to Drake, who's known to get bitches, that rumor is easy to spread around. That doesn't make it valid.
He probably did though.
Fair.
I wouldn't honestly. I wouldn't even be surprised. I wouldn't even be really surprised. I'll keep it a
Drake
stack.
doesn't strike me as a guy to bullshit like repetitively like that on a track unless he's certain. Kind of like when Jay-Z fucked Moxie.
He's around Kylie like that and the fam. He's around the fam a lot like that. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not impossible, but listen. All that aside, right? This is a performance piece. This is a whole artwork. When this album comes out, it had all these layers behind it, right? This to me feels like a more complete and focused Ye is what I was trying to get. The point I was trying to get to. He's been wilding in the internet on the internet for a couple of years. Now these tracks are coming out and they're fire again. These last two albums, you said it yourself. Jesus is King, and what was the other one? Ye. Those two albums were terrible.
Dog water.
Terrible. Now we're hearing these songs and everybody's sweating Kanye about when this is coming out because it's fire. It's fire. I feel like he's more focused this time around. He knows what is real for real now.
With that being said, Drake in 4.
Hell no.
He's gonna destroy him on the numbers. Bro.
Hell no. Destroy or beat him because listen, at the end of the day, Kanye's doing numbers regardless of when he drops.
He's getting them out of here, bro.
Hell no.
I'm telling you.
All right, what's the numbers? What are the number predictions? Because I pay attention to this shit. So what do you think is gonna be?
In his first week?
Yes, the numbers that everybody cares about. First week.
Let me put it like this: if J. Cole did 350 his first week, I'm slating Drake for at least.
Drake typically does 450, 500.
Bro, he's doing at least 5 to 6 for
yeah.
this.
Although I think the Life of Pablo, I'd have to look it up, but that was around those numbers as well.
Kanye, halfway.
Kanye be doing these numbers too. That's the thing. So it's not like it's gonna be a blowout.
It is going to be a blowout though, bro.
It's gonna
It
be.
is.
I think it's gonna be a difference of like 50 to like 100K.
And I personally think it's more 100 up from what you're saying.
Because I feel like you guys are putting the internet versus the rest of the world who grew up with Kanye. You feel me?
That's important.
What has Drake really said? But the world is going crazy. Kanye had to come out with all these things. He had to show the world that he's focused. He had to show the world that he's still like Drake ain't saying shit, and he's still gonna.
Right, but Drake is in that top spot, so he doesn't have to say nothing. What you're saying, everything you're saying is true, but that don't change the fact that this is still the situation. Kanye's still a threat at the end of the day.
You can remove
whether Kanye got to come out and say, look at this or look at that, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Hey.
You know, at the end of the day, the album is still hard, and that's what we're talking about. The albums, they're hard. It's hard. Donda's still the most leaked album I've seen in my life.
I'll put it like this: Drake's misses are not as bad as Kanye's, and I love Kanye. Drake's misses.
Drake is mentally stable.
Are not near. I don't care. That doesn't
I do.
Matter. He can stop making music.
Because we can just pretend those two albums never happened, and then what?
But they did.
But if they didn't, what are we talking about? You feel me?
We could pretend that More Life never happened, and then what?
More Life was trash.
That's my point.
It was just a commercial. It was just a commercial hit.
That's my point.
It was a commercial hit, but it was trash. And that actually kind of speaks to my point. That album did so well, and it was so bad. That album was like it was because it was just vibes.
But that's my
it was
point.
the summer 16 vibes.
But that's also my point.
That shit's corny. But I get what you mean though.
Numbers, no matter what.
Right, but all right. So to reference what Slugger.
We gotta get off of this.
Yeah.
By the way.
To reference what Stefan said earlier, right? When he's talking about Jadakiss versus Kendrick, he said at the end of the day, Jadakiss stays in that one bubble, but that one bubble is hip hop, right? There's no denying that this is hip hop at its core, what he does. Kanye West, at the end of the day, no matter how popular Drake is, right? Kanye West is hip hop. And Kanye West undoubtedly has more fans from more generations than Drake does. Drake has a lot of fans from a very young generation, and I understand that they move numbers. But I'm just saying, don't count out all the generations of people who grew up on Kanye. They're going to show out for him.
You're also mistaken. No, wait. You're mistaken because he lost a lot of his fans when he started running.
Of course. But the core is still there though. At the end of the day, the core is still there though.
I don't think so. I think the core changed.
Hell no.
The core changed significantly. You're thinking of all the old heads that we're talking about.
No, I'm just saying don't count out the old heads because y'all are forgetting they exist in this conversation. You know,
all the old heads that I've met are like. It's like 50-50. It's like some are like, okay, I'm checking for.
They still gonna be bumping Donda at the end of the day.
I don't think it's. I don't know. I think it's tough.
We got to see. I'm telling you this much. Drake will never recover. Them texts.
Hey, speaking of never recover.
Them texts. You will never recover. I promise you.
That is such a vague.
Kanye's mad funny, bro.
Speaking of never recover, that's a collab that Drake and Lil Baby had together. That shit was fire.
Shout out, Baby.
Speaking to the Civil War meme, but okay, so that's pretty much all of our main news. I know that this episode's gonna go on for a while, but it's fucking comic time. It's comic related time. It's comic show time. It's all that shit. Superhero time. Fucking.
Oh, bro, I haven't even this episode. Like it's fucked.
Oh, Stefan, you didn't see this episode?
Bro, I did not, bro. I've been working, bro.
Well, 2 episodes, actually, right? Because Blackfire happened, too. I'm talking to...
Blackfire, yeah.
You saw Blackfire?
Okay.
I started watching.
For this one.
I started watching, but I couldn't stay awake, so I didn't finish the episode. But I'm back on it. Don't worry.
Wait. What season are you on, Dirt?
I said I started watching, bro.
Well, I'm saying, like...
Season 1, bro. Season 1, episode 1.
I'm clarifying because you could have skipped ahead to the Red Hood season.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. What the hell?
All right, good.
You think I'm a cheater? Oh hell no.
Anyways, you can pick up from any one of these topics that you want. I was just introing it.
I don't mind just throwing that out there.
Okay. me see. All right, so you know what, I'll just begin order. So WB is actually under fire now because they are throwing a lot of their heroes who are of color or different ethnicities and whatever onto HBO Max. You have Hispanic Batgirl on HBO Max. You have Blue Beetle, who's Latino, being thrown on HBO Max. You have Black Canary being thrown up on HBO Max. And you have Black Superman being thrown on HBO Max. And people are like, how come they're not being thrown up on the big screen? But the funny thing was, Starfire, there you go, Teen Titans, right there. Like, but it was funny because WB was quoted way back when they started doing the HBO Max stuff by going, "We're going to put up our movies that are seen as a what was it? A seem that could be a loss of money onto HBO Max. Why are all of your colored heroes being thrown on HBO Max?"
Oh.
You got some explaining to do.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, also, even funnier, Aaron. You'll probably really laugh at this one. The Batgirl movie, set in the Snyderverse.
I don't blame them because look at where the DC.
Of course it is. Hey man, as long as it gets Deathstroke put in it, I don't care.
Yeah, and another one that I know another one that they were working on too was Static Shock. They want to make a Static Shock movie, but they're debating right now whether to throw it up on HBO Max or to let it go in theaters. And it's a funny. I just find it funny that each one of their characters that they're like is either Spanish, Black, or whatever.
This is the most obvious form of pandering I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Exactly.
I guess I know why Tim Curry's Malaysian now.
There you go.
It wasn't on accident.
Like, come on.
Jesus, dog.
Bro.
Alright.
I don't know. Maybe people from but I think HBO Max is just.
Nah.
It's giving them something that where they can experience, you know, without
Well, I get where you're coming from, but WB was also quoted as saying,
"Yeah, that's the issue."
Our main character when Justice League came out, so they cut out all of Cyborg's main focus in that movie because he looked like a quote unquote angry black man. So
let me know when we get into the
W.
Shout out to Marvel.
Yeah. So, in other news, freaking Spider-Man No Way Home trailer dropped.
Hell yeah.
Shout
out to Marvel.
Bring back to
shout out to Marvel. So
whip.
Obviously, what was I gonna say? First of all, thoughts on the trailer.
Man, them DC niggas could never.
Chill.
Could never.
This is true.
It's facts. They could never. That trailer looks serious.
Let's fucking go.
Honestly, the collective hype for this movie is I could feel it. Like you could even tell people who are somewhat less interested in comics or maybe even casual are like really excited to see this shit come out. Especially like a lot of the fans, like kids like our age, who grew up with like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man are like really excited to see what is it, Albert Molina, I think his name is? Alfred, yeah. Molina. Yeah. Bro, come back as Doc Ock.
Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin?
Oh yeah, and Green Goblin, yeah. And then supposedly I seen they think Sandman's in it because Electro is in it, and they seem like what looked like a thing of sand or something. Yeah, so. But
I think Venom would be.
Venom's not gonna be in it.
Nah.
Right.
Venom's not gonna be in it.
Venom's fighting Carnage right now.
But what was I gonna say? So there's a scene there's a scene in the trailer that even I noticed when I looked at it. I was like, all right, there's something off here. So it's Spider-Man on the bridge. He's probably fighting somebody, but he's in his armored spider suit with the arms coming out of his back and stuff. You can clearly see on the left side and the right side of him that they edited in some way to either cover something up or whatever.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So a lot of people are theorizing that scene on the bridge is going to be where we see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man first show up, which is also the same scene where Doc Ock goes, "Hey, Peter."
Yo, this
Yeah.
gives me goosebumps, bro.
So, I would be surprised if they did this whole movie and didn't at least bring Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire into it with him fighting their villains.
Respect,
Like, I just want to see it.
Andrew.
Oh yeah, nah, like I hate Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man with a passion.
I seen somebody say that
like,
Andrew Garfield was not nerdy enough, and then somebody posted wait. So then somebody responded with a picture of Spider-Man, and Spider-Man had mad bitches around him. It was like all the women who have ever been in love with Peter Parker ever, and it was like what are you talking about? Look at this man. Like,
I'm chomping at the bit, but I'll let you do it, Zay. I'm chomping at the bit here. This motherfucker's don't know what they're talking about.
So here's my thing about that. Spider-Man is one of my all-time favorite heroes. I could bat 1,000 for him against any hero you wanted to put him up against. But my thing is, Andrew Garfield's version of Spider-Man, everything that made him nerdy before made him hipster cool in his version.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And it was like little things like him standing up to Flash Thompson, him skateboarding around, him doing this. Flash, trying to be sympathetic when Uncle Ben died. Flash did not do that in the comic books. He was a straight asshole to him still after that whole situation. They didn't really do any of that until after high school, after college, like all that. What's another thing that pissed me? Oh, the fact that they didn't really, dabble in the Mary Jane storyline or anything like that either. But and the thing with the second, what happened?
I was gonna say, wasn't Gwen Stacy the focus on that one?
Yeah, Gwen Stacy was, and then the second Spider-Man movie, Mary Jane, and they just cut her straight out of the movie. Like, they filmed all the scenes, everything, and just cut it out.
Low-key,
Sony sucks ass at you.
I wasn't tripping, though, because I'm like, from looking at it from a Spider-Man perspective, I'm like, we already kind of got the Mary Jane side of things in, like, a whole series of movies, so I wasn't even mad. I'm like, we could focus on somebody else.
Yeah.
They butchered
the Green Goblin.
Harry Osborn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how
awful.
We have goblin disease in our family.
So,
what the fuck?
So, kind of to piggyback off what Zay said, one of my issues with how he was written was the arrogance that Spider-Man has when he has the suit on is what, kind of makes him. When he has the suit on, he's confident. In Andrew Garfield's rendition of him, without the suit, he was the same. He was a cocky asshole. And that is not.
This is what pissed me off more. The second Amazing Spider-Man movie, he shows up to his graduation late, runs up on stage, and just makes out with Gwen Stacy in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Not a Peter Parker thing.
Get the fuck out.
That boy's like, I be swinging from buildings. Why am I scared of kissing a girl, bro?
In reality,
but that's
not for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I personally think that
Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was decent, but I definitely would put him at last amongst the three.
I don't think
I would.
Though, more so the writers.
Yeah.
Well, it is the writers' fault. Yeah.
Well, Sony sucks ass at writing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, the first two Sam Raimi's were written by Sam. Then the third one, they were like, hey, shit, pile everything into this movie. Which is why we got Venom, Harry as the Goblin, and Topher Grace as Venom.
Eddie Brock.
but like,
He's
you
heated.
know, that's my like huge thing. Sony sucks ass at that, and it's just I don't know. They're legit the Warner Brothers of the Marvel. Fuck,
Jesus Christ.
kills me every day.
Can we just jump straight into what
They,
everybody really wants to talk about, though?
Hmm.
Can we talk about how Tobey Maguire is not a better Spider-Man than Tom Holland?
Yes.
Can we talk about it? Because I am
agree.
so sad and sickened every time I open my phone and I see some new person on Twitter trying to tell me that Tobey Maguire is a better Spider-Man than Tom Holland. Nostalgia really be distorting your minds.
So
Nostalgia.
so
Me, I love Toby, but that's because I was a kid when I was
Right.
watching it.
But if you watch it
Me
now, you'd be like, oh,
Yeah. The thing is, what you were saying, Dante, how can I go from swinging a building to, like, being, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nervous and nerdy and, yeah.
That's what Spider-Man. That's
Yeah.
what literally Spider-Man. And I think that Tom Holland, he's young, he looks, sounds like a Spider-Man, and the writers just did him justice.
Right. Yeah. No,
They-
I totally agree. I feel like the writers did a much better job, and Tom Holland fits the role a lot better. Not to mention, he's not like Tobey Maguire, who's like a little bit older already, and they could only really do like, they did like what? They did a little bit of high school Peter with him, huh?
End of high school.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did like
End of
right
high
there,
school
but they
into
mostly
college.
did like college with him because he was already too old to play anything younger. Tom Holland gives us that look into high school Peter that we never really had, and that's like, for some people, that's their favorite era of Spider-Man is when he's in high school.
That's
Yeah.
the writer's fault, though.
Right.
So, I was gonna say, a lot of the MCU, anyways, is based off of the Ultimate Universe. A lot of it is, and the Ultimate Universe was a take, instead of it being taking place in the 60s era, high school and stuff like that, it's a modern take in high school, young Peter going through all this stuff.
All right.
So,
Oh no, go ahead.
the fact that Tom Holland does all that and everything, I think that it's perfect the way that he portrays the character. He plays both ends of it very well. He does the cocky Spider-Man, but he this high school kid at the same time, and like that's one thing that Toby couldn't do. Like he had the Peter Parker down, and he was an okay Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was not a good Peter Parker, but was a amazing Spider.
But if
And
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that.
hell yeah, but if you was to make a Spider-Man like with Spider-Man in his adult life now, 2021, if Toby wasn't so old, I think he would be better than Tom Holland.
See,
To be real,
where I disagree is because
100%.
his Spider-Man is not convincing enough to me. You feel me? It's just something about Toby is kind of like, I don't want to use the word cringy to describe it, but there's just something about him that's like,
it was the writer.
Well, your
yeah,
last
but I'm
impression
looking at
Spider-Man
his
is great.
acting job as well, like the way that he reacts to like, you know, emotional situations and, you know,
Well,
like
Peter Parker is awkward.
right, but I'm saying like that crying
Yeah.
face be really like hurting it for me, bro.
But again, I think your last impression of him was Spider-Man 3.
No,
And
because I went back and
You know
I
what I
watched
mean?
Spider-Man 2 more than anything. I hate Spider-Man
Oh,
3.
Spider-Man 2 is great.
Yeah,
though.
Spider-Man
That
2 is
movie
fire.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Spider-Man 2.
But I'm saying I'm just trying to compare Toby and Tom, and I'm just saying
Stop
like
calling. Let me do this real quick because I almost forgot. Stop calling Tom Holland Iron Man Jr.
yes,
enough.
please let it go.
Cut it out.
Nah, so
Shit.
I get they went kind of far with that, but relax.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, I gotta kind of play Marvel written him and Disney have written him is to be Iron Man Jr. That's the way that it's made out to be.
It's
So
not a bad thing.
like
Trying to say.
I don't know, man. Like
Him being super young and needing a mentor. to be
having somebody to
introduced.
look up to,
I
but
don't think it's the worst
they
way to
basically-
do it.
they basically used Iron Man new form of.
Uncle Ben.
They used him as Uncle Ben. That's basically what they do.
I don't find
like
new takes on things like that. And one other thing,
I don't
Mhm.
I don't myself, but like I don't know. I feel like because they mentioned Uncle Ben's death a couple times in the Tom Holland movies. But like at that point, he should have this game plan down where it's like, you know, because of I had this my powers and I couldn't stop this, now I have to try to do this. With great power comes great responsibility. You know? But I don't know.
I was gonna say, but one of the main knocks that I've seen on Twitter specifically is the Iron Spider suit. Spider-Man wore multiple suits throughout his
Multiple costumes.
That's mainly what I'm saying. That knock is so stupid.
The Iron Spider suit, the original comic book cover too, where he's like, yo, like it's too saucy. Don't be mad that they're giving it to us finally.
I gotta, before I forget, don't mean to switch the topic, but you guys do know the story that this Spider-Man movie is based off of, correct?
This current one coming?
This current one coming.
I mean, I was thinking, because I'm assuming that all of those villains are in there. It's
Sinister Six.
I was gonna say like or like an Ultimate Six.
No. So the movie is going to be based off of it's obviously taken inspiration from a lot of the Sinister Six ones also because of that.
Yeah.
These villains and stuff. But the main storyline is One More Day. One More Day. So I'm going to tell you this, and when I say this, I'm going to ask you about this afterwards. In that thing, it's after the Civil War, after he revealed his identity, and Aunt May takes a bullet.
Oof.
So he goes down to Mephisto and goes, What can I do to save my Aunt May? And Mephisto goes, I can erase everybody's memory, but in turn, you have to give me your relationship with Mary Jane.
Oh yeah, he sells his marriage. My boy told me about this. I didn't know this is what you were talking about. Yeah, that's hilarious. He sells his marriage to the devil.
So basically, Peter goes to Doctor Strange, who isn't really acting like himself in the trailer.
No.
And to erase everybody's memory of.
Which seems like, okay, yeah, no, I agree. That seemed like something I figured he would never do. I'm like, why is he just agreeing to do this? Yeah, I was like, it seems like something that Stephen Strange would not be down for.
You think it's Mephisto?
Yeah.
See, I keep hearing theories about Mephisto.
People theorizing it's Mephisto.
But I doubt it. Here's why I doubt it, though.
Well, they've been dropping little hints about it everywhere.
Since WandaVision, right?
It's like, since WandaVision, like, you know, the devil's in the detail. Then in Loki, this, like, scripture thing. Was it Loki or Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
It was Loki.
Can't remember, but
Loki.
They have, like, this scripture thing of a devil sitting there. And freaking, like, now he's going here and there.
But
yeah, so they keep on touching up on it.
I feel like it would also make a lot of sense because I heard that they want to do Secret Wars 1 and 2 combined into one movie. And I know that I have Secret Wars 2, and I know that Mephisto pulls up on the Beyonder in Secret Wars 2 and just, like, kind of tortures him and shit. So it could lead up to something, but I don't think they're going to bring Mephisto in for the same reason they've been holding off on doing it in general. Especially now that they're owned by Disney. Yeah. I don't think they're about to put the devil on TV, bro.
Who knows, man?
You know, like Disney.
Yeah.
That's the real elephant in the room when it comes to that conversation. It's like Disney though.
To be honest though, Disney has included forms of the devil in some of their previous animated movies. Some sort of way. It's some sort of way.
They could do it. I'm not saying that they won't just because, but I'm saying like it's tough for them to swing that kind of stuff when they're like largely known for children's programming and stuff, and they know that kids watch these things and they understand the level of firestorm they'll be in if they put the devil on TV from all these Karens. You know, like that's what I mean. I feel like Disney is they're trying to stay on the good PR side for life.
Yeah, but
people are mad because Captain America's black.
Shit. I thought it was this one.
Oh, nah, but it's definitely some from there. Damn, we can't even talk about Titans, huh?
I'm over here about to flex my collection on niggas and shit.
Nah, I wanted to, but let me just put it like this real quick before you say what you gotta say, Zay. Stephon, that's your homework. Go watch that shit. Dirt, get caught up. Oh yep. But Dirt, get caught up as soon as possible on Titans.
It's gonna take me a little minute, brother.
I know, but this season is straight gas. Straight up gas. In the latest episode, Stephon, I won't tell you what happened, but they pretty much explain how Jason came back. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I won't tell you how. They explain him and Crane's, Scarecrow's relationship and why that it is what it is, and it is fucking fire. I'll tell you what though, Zay, and I don't know how to do this without. Let me put it like this. I don't like the lack of explanation for something that was in it. If that makes how he the major part of his process. I don't like how it was just left there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good to have that there. Other than that though, I like the concept of why this is going on.
No, Aaron, but I'm not gonna look. Text what you're talking about to me right now, but I'm not gonna look at your text until I finish the episode.
You want me to just tell you the name of the episode?
It's a risky move.
No, I'm gonna see the name of the episode.
Yeah. Lazarus.
Fuck.
So that gives it away.
But that's the name of the episode. So that ain't.
That would kind of explain the whole Red Hood thing, then.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But
why?
There's more to it, I suppose, of why it happened.
Yeah.
You need to see it. I like what they've done, personally. But Zay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, definitely. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, I'm actually really, really excited about this. 2K is making a Marvel game. It's the team behind the XCOM video games called the Midnight Suns. The Midnight Suns was I can't remember if it was mid-90s, late 90s, early 90s, sometime in the 90s. And it basically is this comic series that takes all the supernatural characters in the Marvel universe, and they fight this character, this villain who is the mother of the undead, named Lilith, and they have to, so it's Blade, Ghost Rider, all those guys coming together to fight them. But in this game, you play as the child of Lilith, and you're helping these heroes, Doctor Strange, Magic, Wolverine, Iron, Captain America, Blade.
I like that.
And Marvel's in there, whatever. But you basically play as them to help them defeat it, but it's also built as a team building game where after missions or whenever you have down stuff like that, you have to build your relationship with these heroes in order to get certain abilities from them or whatever it is. And it'll be little things go work out with Iron Man, go work out with this person, go play video games with that person, or whatever it is. But because it's made by the guys who made XCOM, I know the game's going to be very strategy based, tactical strategy based. Mm-hmm. And I'm really interested to see how that is. September 1st, they said, is when the first gameplay for it is going to be. So, looking forward to it. I'm hoping that maybe instead of being a strategy, tactical strategy game, it ends up being free roam type,
That's what I was just about to say.
Spider-Man type. type game,
RPG
but like
stuff,
yeah, like a RPG type game. But with the Avengers game, I could imagine them probably trying to stick away from that more. But like I honestly I have high hopes for the game because the developers of it are big fans of the Midnight Suns series. So I have high hopes for it, but I have to wait and see. I have to wait and see.
Sounds interesting. I'll hold any comments that I have until I see some gameplay. You know, I'm interested to see how they execute it before I get any investment in it at all.
Yeah, definitely. I like I said, I really love. Yeah, nah, I love those. I love all the supernatural characters that Marvel has given us and stuff like that. Really hope that I see Ghost Rider at some point, whether it's a movie or it's a TV show, whatever. You know, we already got
Take it.
we got Blade back already, but he's not dropping for maybe another 2-3 years. So, you know, Doctor Strange is already there. We just got to get more. Well, what was it? I was reading the other day, actually. They're doing what the hell's the hero's name? It's like a werewolf in London or whatever. I forget what his name is.
That's a major movie franchise.
Yeah, they're gonna be doing that because Marvel's gonna be doing that as one of their next characters because I think his name's just the werewolf or whatever. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, it is. That's a movie from like the 90s and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Huge box office splash in the 90s.
Yeah, he Werewolf by Night, that's what it is. Werewolf by Night. He so that's gonna be one of the next mystical kind of characters that they're gonna introduce. So if I do see Ghost Rider coming back into the fold, when it is, whether it's just a TV show or it's a movie, I would love to see that. But
well, with them bringing Mephisto in, it's even more likely, no? If they bring in Mephisto.
Yeah, exactly. So if they bring in Mephisto, I just kind of, you know, I wait and see with them because Marvel's very secretive. So it's like we got to kind of hope and pray at that point.
So, is that a wrap on our comics segment?
That's actually pretty dumb stuff.
Beautiful. I'll just, and we're not going to get into this at all. I'm just going to mention what Pound Town is this week because we got to get it in real quick. Pause. I caught myself, don't worry. So the gentleman that has made it on to this week's edition is hailing from Redwood City, California. His name is Moises Dona Robles. He's 35 years old. And would you boys like to know why he made this week's edition?
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
It's not somebody from Florida. So I'm like a little nervous to what it could be.
Oh, he was arrested after breaking into a jail. He accidentally
is there a reason like
jail. An alarm went off in a Maple Street Correctional Center, a correctional center in Redwood City, California, and a correctional officer went to check it out. It was reported that the ruckus was Moises Dona Robles, who was more than a little confused and under the influence of meth and alcohol. He was sitting in a lobby inside the facility, and the officer who saw him did a double take. Robles was in street clothes in an area reserved for inmates.
How the hell?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
how do you
doing?
So
dude went to go check it out. It was like, what the?
You want to hear his reasoning? He was fleeing a man with a gun, allegedly. So
allegedly.
So he admitted to being under the influence on record and also had other people's credit cards with him.
Allegedly.
He pleaded not guilty. No, not guilty. No. This boy spilt the damn beans. He ratted on himself.
Terrible.
He pleaded not guilty to some of the misdemeanor charges, and it's not the first time someone has made an arrest incredibly convenient for police. This happened in 2014 in Vermont, and in Pittsburgh as well.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've heard of this happening before, but I couldn't remember if I was tripping or not.
So that's Pound Town this week. If you're gonna break into somewhere, don't do a fucking jail, you moron.
That was a stupid ass idea. You ever wonder how he on meth and alcohol, like he was drunk and on? How did you figure out how to break into a prison?
That man.
I don't even know
That
how to
man
do
was
that.
like Kirk Angle.
Meth man.
Hard thing to do.
I wouldn't know how to break into one right now, and I'm sober.
He was man bat.
It was man bad.
Shout out to Shogun.
Yo.
Prisons are made to keep people in, not out.
Yeah.
True.
Hey, Stefan, you want to use your usual line about the jails, or no?
Free the jails, man.
So that's all of our topics for today. This episode ran pretty long, so we
This is a triple taker.
we gave you guys a very in-depth episode on all of our topics because we didn't want to skimp like your plug does to you on your mids.
Allegedly.
So
not all, not
We
all.
also know more than.
We're not saying that any of our viewers who've been showing us a lot of love and respect beyond the mids.
Yeah.
we're just saying that
We don't know
you
that.
guys know.
We don't know that. If that's if that's the case, I'm sorry that we're talking about you like that.
Bring
But
a scale.
yeah,
Not
next
sorry
time,
about it.
move a little smoother. That's all
Shut
it
up,
is.
Pat.
Don't be buying no mids.
It's our
Move a little smoother next time.
It's our viewers. You can dump on the left bench ones.
Our viewers would never. They would never
No,
buy
our
mids
viewers-
from some
Our
random.
viewers are smoking on Gary Payton just like the '96 Bulls.
They would never. They would never. They would never pick up off somebody from East Providence who thought that they were a rapper and a scammer and a trapper, and their grandma's from England, and they live in a shed. Aaron's like, whoa.
That was unexpected.
Those
Specific?
are directed shot, dog.
That was
That
specific.
was too specific.
Yeah.
'Cause
I mean,
That's
know
why
exactly what you're talking about.
I know.
You do?
Bro, I used to be there, dog. What did you say?
I was-
That's funny,
I
bro.
was shocked. That's why I was like, I was just shocked that it happened because I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Once he said his grandma was from England, I knew exactly what he was saying.
Yeah.
Bro, we
I was
knew.
like-
Hey,
Put me
Yeah.
on that. Put me on that.
I'll
I'm
put it
saying
like this,
our viewers
Matt.
would never be in that type of time.
I'll put it like this. If there was a world before any of what he just said was true, where me and Dirt might have hung out with that person, it did exist.
Oh, that was a different life.
That was a different world, dog.
He
Yeah.
was a different person.
Yes.
He sure was. But
that was a what if
I
universe.
just wasn't expecting
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we usually it's you who be catching me off guard with stuff about that. You be hitting
I
me with
know.
the guess who I just seen at down the street at the X, Y, and Z. I'd be like, oh shit. This time I had to hit you off with it. Pause.
With all sorts of people, dog. That's nuts.
But anyways,
Anyway,
I'm about to get up out of here. I don't know about y'all. I'm tired, man.
thank you for the views. Thank you for watching. Thank you
Man,
for
fuck
listening.
them. Niggas ain't
Sub to us.
Yeah.
Sub to us.
playing.
Follow us on Instagram at ATCS Podcast, on Twitter, Tribe Saying, Facebook, Tribe Called Saying Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, a Tribe Called Saying Podcast as well. Click the link tree that we provide on all of our promo posts to get on everything.
Crucial.
It's very, very, very
Crucial.
convenient. And that's all we got for today. So thank you. Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah.
We just want to say thanks, friend, in the words of the Kazoo Kid. And we out of here. Goodbye and good night.
Hi. Good night.
Fuck Kendrick Lamar. Fuck.
We still on camera. What's up?
Yo,
What you want to get into?
Aaron.
Wait, who was y'all talking about?